This has to be the cutest Pokemon toy shelf, but it is $180. That's a bit steep. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the exact same thing for under $40. Let's make a Pokemon toy shelf on a budget. First, we need to find the base of the shelf, which is a round circle. Okay, looking for aisle 16. So it looks like it comes in different sizes, 14.25, 18 inches, and 24 inches wide. I think I like the 18 inches. Oh, this boy is thick. They're known to be made for tabletops, trays, and stools, but I am gonna make a Pokemon shelf. I'm debating about getting the 18-inch or the 24-inch. The kids do have a lot of Pokemon toys. How big do I want my shelf? How big do I want my shelf?
After much thought, she bought...
We have acquired this 24-inch round tabletop. They come in so many different sizes, but because my kids have a lot of Pokemon figurines, Pokemon cards, and Pokemon toys, Pokemon plushies, Pokemon everything, I decided to go with the biggest one. If you're looking for other options, they do have round wooden circles at Michael's, but I found them to be thinner and more expensive than I wanted my Pokemon shelf to be. We are in the garage. Sorry if you hear the laundry machine, just a mom trying to do laundry while also working on a project. I have my kids' Pokemon bucket. It's all their figurines and whatnot. I feel like we're missing a ton. They're probably all around the room. But for now, this is what I found. Now that we have our large round base, we need wood planks for the shelves to store Pokemon toys. I came in here because I have some scrap wood that I want to use for the shelf. If you don't have scrap wood, don't worry. You can probably make your life a lot easier by going to any hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot and easily get pieces of wood there for like less than $4. But since I have scrap wood, why not just use it? I found 2 pieces of wood that I think will be perfect for this. They have already been painted to the colors that I want for the Pokemon shelf. This black piece will be perfect for the middle part of the Pokemon shelf. This white piece, the MDF pre-painted shelf. In the end, we should have 1, 2, 3 shelves. I'm going to cut these shelves to be a little less wide so we have enough to make the Pokemon shelf. Like this white one, I will cut. You are going to measure according to what type of Pokemon items you want to display for your shelf. Will they be Pokemon cards or figurines or other Pokemon stuff? Mine will be mainly small Pokemon toys. My best advice is to first find the middle of your round base, then work from there. Figure out how far you want your shelves to be apart from each other. Let's start cutting. Okay, so we're just gonna cut this piece in half, measuring to see where the half point is. Then I am measuring the length that I want to cut the white piece to fit on my Pokemon shelf. I'm marking these lines with the rafter square. If you like doing DIYs, I recommend getting this tool. It helps me mark straight lines on straight edges like this piece of wood. I have it linked in my description below. I'm using a miter saw to shorten some of the wood planks for the Pokemon shelf. After I cut the white planks, I wanted to make sure the black plank that will be in the middle of the Pokemon shelf will be the same width. Now that we have our large circle base, we have our shelves cut and ready. Now it's time to paint everything Pokemon colors. Wait, do you see that? Ugh. Totally my mistake. I didn't inspect my large round wooden piece at the store. Now I see there are some cracks, but not to worry. We can fix it with some wood glue, clamp it, and sand it after it dries. Lesson learned. Inspect all of your wood pieces before purchasing. Crisis averted. Now, time to prep for paint. I am loving this red spray paint. It's definitely screaming Pokemon red. For the last shelf, I'm flipping it over to paint it white, since the top part was already pre-painted. Okay, this white spray paint is not going smoothly like the other spray paints. Not sure if it's the brand, or maybe I've had it too long, or maybe I didn't shake it enough, but I had to do many passes of spray paint for this white one. While we wait for the paint to dry, let's have a donut break. Okay, I just wanted to take the time to show you the cutest Pokemon donuts. They are from Moonbridge Donuts in Long Beach. Which one is your favorite? Now back to regular programming. I am marking the middle to get ready to draw a straight line. This is where the middle black shelf will be. Usually I use trash bags to cover up the area I am not spray painting, but I thought, why not use some saran wrap? I've never done this before, so let's hope it works. I'm using glue tape to tape down the saran wrap and then spray. Ooh, it's looking good so far. The red paint is dry, so let's see if the saran wrap worked in protecting the bottom part of the shelf. It worked! Yay! I am going to do the same thing again. I'm going to cover the top half to spray paint the bottom half white. It's all dried. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, the lines are so clean. It's looking good. Now, time to see how the black shelf will look in the middle of the circle. I didn't think this one through. So the line in the middle is a bit thicker than the black shelf. Oh, what to do? We gotta think and pivot. Pivot! My plan is to use a scrap piece of wood to place it under the black shelf to fill in that space. It'll actually help support the shelf too. There are little scuffs on this scrap piece, so we are going to lightly sand it and then repaint it black. While we wait for that to dry, let's make that middle part of the Pokeball. You know, the small circle in the middle? Does it have an official name? I'm curious. Comment if you know what it's called. For this, I used wooden coasters and a smaller wooden circle. I am painting the outer border of the coaster black, and inside of the coaster will be white. Now I'm painting the inside of the coaster white, and also the edges of the small circle. For some of the edges, I decided to use white chalk paint. Once this all dries, I will be using wood glue to put it all together. We are moving along. We did step 1, then step 2, and now 3. Once everything dried, it's time for the final step. Hammer time.
Stop. Hammer time.
Well, actually it's more like drill time, but hammer time sounds way cooler. We are at the finish line. Ta-da! I think it's turning out pretty well. I am going to add hooks to the back so we can properly hang it on the wall. I researched to see what can hang this piece of wood. It's pretty heavy. It's meant to be a tabletop, so it's a hefty one. I'm going to use 2 of these and put them behind our shelf. Online it said this will hold about 40 pounds, so this should work out great. We gotta make sure it's straight. Okay, let's see. Just to double check and put it against the wall just to make sure it is straight. I've made my line behind the shelf. So I'm going to put one here and one here. I need 4. To help me screw in the nails, I drilled a pilot hole. Now we are ready to work on the front of the shelf. My plan is to put the middle part first, just so we kind of have a center of what we're working with. We need to make sure things are leveled because we don't want our Pokemon items to tilt and fall, and that just defeats the purpose. Thankfully, I did already level this, so we should be in good shape to glue it. Okay, let's glue this. Where's my trusty Gorilla Glue. More wood glue, more wood glue. So we are going to line it up with the bottom. I I am wiping the excess glue. Have a wet napkin or towel ready. I know I added a lot of wood glue here. It's not necessary at all. You don't have to go crazy like me. So after this glue dries, I will nail gun it from the back just to add extra security. Alright, it's in. I should probably have done this somewhere more secured, like the wall. Let's move over. I let the wood glue dry overnight. Now we are ready to use our nail gun. What I'm going to do is keep the clamps on, and I'm going to turn it around, and to help the shelves be secured, I'm just going to use the nail gun and nail the back of the shelves. I don't think it's entirely necessary since we are putting Pokemon figurines, toys, not like bricks on it. So I think this is optional, but I got the nail gun, why not? And then I think I'm gonna go. So we can put the other shelves in. Let's see. We're going to need wood glue. We're going to need clamps. And then shelves. I think we need to do the white one first, and then we'll do the red one. We have 4 clamps total. We can put both the red and white up, and then wait for it to dry. And then we will put this on top. What's really helpful is drawing a line before actually gluing this on. I did it here on the white part, and I did it here on the red part. It might be a little hard to see. And I wrote bottom, so I know that I'm going to line it up towards the bottom. Why does that not seem like the right size? Did I not do this correctly? Maybe I did not. I'm gonna cut this later. So this one says bottom. Cool. I think the red one is good. I'm back in the garage to cut down the white piece to fit on our Pokemon shelf. The final shelf is ready to be installed. I will be attaching it using wood glue and nail gun like the other shelves. For the final touch, it is time to place the middle circle on the black shelf. Before we hang the Pokemon shelf, let's talk numbers. Let's see if we actually made this under $40, or did we go over budget? As a reminder, the Pottery Barn shelf cost $180. Let's look at the receipt of everything we bought for this Pokemon shelf DIY. The round tabletop was $17.50. The spray paint cans were $6 each. The pack of wooden coasters were $3.25. This all totals to $38.75. We saved $140. Time to reveal the DIY version. This DIY was surprisingly easy to make and worth saving $140. If you're thinking about making this, I highly recommend it. If you want to see more fun projects like this, join the fun and hit the subscribe button below. We saved so much money making this. This is proof that you can make awesome things like this on a budget. I hope these ideas are simple enough to make you say, I can make that too, because I know you can. Subscribe, and I'll see you for the next fun project.